Well, hey, gang. Listen, first off, I'm out here at Humble Tree in Trussville, Alabama. I'm going to play the wooded course. I did a walkthrough of this a little while back, and then I had all kind of stuff going on, so I haven't been able to play it. So we're just going to go out. It's a Friday morning. It's my day off. We're just going to go have some fun. Now, full disclosure, I set my microphone up to charge last night, and it's still sitting there being charged today. So this is straight out of the camera, so the sound's probably not the best, but I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's go have some fun right after the intro. Okay, so since it's been a little while, you're always trying to find the perfect bag. And I sat there last night because I've been mainly not playing a lot or one disc rounds, and I play at Inverness, and I have the same 5 to 10 discs I carry all the time there. When I go to a different course or when I go out and play other courses, I kind of go, what else do I need to throw in my bag? So I thought I'd tell you what I have today in my bag just before we get out there. All right, so I got my 2 Bergs. I got my putting Berg and really my straight shot Berg and my Berg X that's a little bit more stable. Do that more for approaches. Love my Bergs. Then I have the Glyph that's basically my birdie. This is my straight point and shoot thrower. And then this is my flippy. I took out my bullseye birdie. When I go on the road, I don't want to lose it, so I'll replace it with the spin. And this is just, you throw it out and it's just going to flip over. It flips hard. And so that's a great maneuver this through the woods. Love this. Spin. All right, so we'll go from shortest to longest. And so putters to mid-ranges. I brought my straight pig. This is really, and if I ever need a forehand roller, you've seen me use that forehand roller. It's pretty straight thrower. And of course the train's coming because, as soon as you start to record, then everybody's been suggesting I try out the yarn. So instead of the entropy, I'm going to take the yarn out. The numbers are 4.5303. So I'm going to use this as my approach shot disc if I'm not using the Berg. Then I go through my mid-ranges from flippy to meat hook. Go at the uplink for my extra flippy. Then my vector is just straight point and shoot with just a slight bit of turn to it. Then my pyro is very, very stable, a little overstable. It's very reliable. And then my meat hook, the deflector, it's gonna crank. All right, so now what I've thrown in the bag today is a T-Bird. I lost my sweet T-Bird, and so I'm trying to find a replacement, and I keep, you'll find one you like for a couple rounds, and then you're like, eh. Then y'all know my minion, my Flippy Valkyrie. Love my Flippy Valkyrie. And so, I got this one back from up in Tennessee at Clayton Homes. My buddy Mark sent that to me. Thank you so much, Mark. It's super flippy. I love hyzer flips with this, do all kind of stuff with that. Then just a Champion Valkyrie that is pretty straight. It's beat up a little, but it's pretty solid and stable and will fall off very reliable. So where this is extra flippy, this is stable. And then a little bit more stable is my Thunderbird. And it's just, good, reliable. This is my flat, straight Jeremy Colin Thunderbird that I like a lot. Oh, and then finally, my meat hook of a Firebird. This is a Nate Sexton Firebird. To be honest, I can't remember the year. I think it might be 21, 22. It could be even earlier than that. I'm not a disc aficionado. Somebody's probably losing their minds, go, oh, that's so-and-so, or they're going, that's a piece of crap. Either way, this is the current Firebird I had in my bag. I actually had 2 others I was trying out today to see which one I like. I think I'm going to stick with this one. Then for a little longer for my drivers, I've got a Flippy Wraith. It's really straight with a little bit of flip, and it just carries straight. It's a long, smooth flyer. Actually, I can get this to flip over pretty good if I crank on it. Then just the opposite of that, it's kind of like, these are almost a representation of my Valkyries, where I've got a flippy one, and then I've got a stable one, and I can kind of work either one, whichever one I need. And this is another Wraith that I like a lot from the 2023 River Riot. Had a good tournament that time. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and check that out. And then finally, I've got my super beefy Champion Boss, that is basically my utility, my forehand. It's whenever I need to make sure this thing's gonna crank over, I go to that. And then I'm replacing my tennis ball Relativity that I love, that's still in Germany. Hopefully I'm gonna get that back, but this one is trying to take its place, and it's just a flippy long distance driver. And that's it. That's what I got for today. And now, I've talked way too long once again. Let's go get out on the course. Okay, as I head to the tee, I'm not going to do anything special today, like worst disc, throw all left-handed rollers, whatever. I just haven't played a regular round of disc golf besides doubles last Monday at League. And so I just wanted to just play around and just bring you along with me. By the way, shout out. Had a wonderful time. We finished up random draw doubles last Monday at Inverness. And my buddy Jonathan Haley and I were able to shoot a perfect 18 down at Inverness. So that was pretty special. It was neat being his partner. And it was one of those, you know how sometimes things just work out. It's like when I wouldn't make a good shot, he would. We just paired up so well and had a great time. Jonathan, it was really fun playing with you. And it wasn't too bad that we took a little money away from everybody else either. All right, let's get to tee number one. All right, hole one is 218 feet right out there. And so on the first hole, I'm gonna throw 2 off the tee, and I'm gonna do a little yarn berg challenge here. See how the yarn does. I've thrown this all of 2 times from my car to the bench, and one other time, I think. Really, it might just be one. But so yeah, I'm just gonna try these 2, see how they do. Oh, if she's stable, I could have called her out further. Good roll back to the basket. That was a sloppy throw. All right, let's get engaged. Let's get focused. All right. Remember this helped last time. Okay. All right, focus. Good. Oh, I'm just still clotting it. Hey. Yeah, I got to wake up. That's better. So here's a question for you. In your bag, do you have to keep your discs in a certain order, or you just throw them in? Do you keep everything regimented? Do you do them by color? How do you separate your bag? So if you answer the comment, I do my bag this way, because sometimes y'all will comment to a question I asked. I forgot what question I asked, and y'all just answer, and I'm like, what is he talking about? And then I have to go back and go, oh, I asked this question. So yeah, help me out. And if you're gonna say about your bag, say, I like to do my bag this way. Thanks. All right, this one, you got 2 Mandos, so you got to go left of that light pole, just right over there. This is a perfect opportunity for my bullseye birdie, but since I didn't want to bring it, I'm going to go with the spin. I'm just going to throw it out here. Now, there is a crosswind coming over here, so it can be a little tricky. This is 213 feet. I got close, but I think I just hopped out OB behind it. We'll see. I think a forehand might be better here just for it to dive and be peeling back so it kind of checks up. When that one was gliding out, but it was holding that glide as it came through. A lot of these holes are not long, tough holes. It's all about precision out here. Those were 2 ugly birdies, but I'll take them. This hole coming up is treacherous because of the OB. I remember the last time I played it, I told myself I needed to do something different. I can't remember what it is. I know what it is don't throw it OB like I've done every time I've done it before. Looks like 167 feet. And you've got Mandos to the left. Let me check. I'm gonna stick with my glyph. Hopefully that'll be so I can get there but not go too far. Just a little straight turn over, hit the hill, kind of drag back over. Yep, right there. So last week I started playing with the tech disc. And here's the interesting thing. You know, we get so caught up in the data, the numbers and stuff like that, and they're great. But here's kind of the conundrum I have. I'm playing really well with what I'm doing right now. I think I mentioned in the intro, I just played doubles. We shot 18 down at doubles. I'm playing well. And how much do I want to change that in the sake of chasing something else? The biggest thing I want to do is make sure I'm not hurting myself, which obviously I am in different ways, but it's usually not based on disc golf, it's other stuff. But so that's one of the questions I have, is like, how much do I want to pursue changing things right now when things are clicking? I don't know. What are your thoughts? I mean, because let's face it, I'm not going to go on tour, and how much is it worth to me to get an extra, what, 30, 40 feet or something like that? Maybe a little more. But I'm kind of happy with my game, so I don't know. As Arsenio Hall says, things that make you go, how about that one for an oldie? So we're going to B right there, 214. Well, I stick with it so far. Just a touch under the basket, but we'll see. So Humble Tree is on the grounds of Cross Point Church. So just know that there's certain times, I think Wednesday nights and Sunday mornings up until a certain time, you just got to be aware that this is a church, so act accordingly. There might be times where the course just isn't open, but a great little course out here in Trussville. Yeah, I was afraid I slid right under the basket, pushed it just a touch long. All right, we've got B basket 214 just around the corner, and I'm having good touch with the glyph, so I'm gonna keep going with it. Just got to get a little hyzer on it. Now I feel like I got a spider on me. Shout out to these guys, did a great job putting new benches. Place looks great out here. So this is obviously not a crusher course, this is a control course. It'll get a little bit longer later on, but this is all about touch in the beginning. Now even though I'm throwing the glyph really well, I'm gonna throw my bird just to try to keep it softer so I don't float. It won't hopefully ricochet as much if I catch one of these trees. Because there's OB on the left, and if you go far enough, it's OB on the right and long. I got lucky, I didn't quite turn that enough, and it just barely snuck through. I thought I was ricocheting OB. And I was still too long with the berg. This might be a forehand hole, just to flip the berg up there, like an approach shot. Oh, I forgot, I don't have the microphone. So there's one little corner where the rope cuts across that's OB, so I was OB there. Gotta love the trains. That was 6 birdies in a row, that would have been 7, dang it. But it's a par. Now I can relax a little, I guess. You know, you start building up the, ooh, can I keep it going? Because it was gonna get a little tougher once I got to this hole anyway. Not as easy to birdie. Hey, some of you Humble Tree guys, let me know, is that correct about that being OB? I'm assuming it is, so you don't have to say anything if it's not. But if you go, hey, no, it's that doesn't count anymore, tell me, because I'll take that birdie any day, but I'll leave it as par as it is. I thought I was gonna hit basket. I didn't think I was going in, but man, that was close. But it's also long now because it's downhill. All right, focus. This is where you can play mind games with yourself. I actually like this better. I forgot once again I don't have the microphone. First of all, great joke. I called myself the tree hugger. Hilarious. But then it just felt weird just because of where that tree was. And so if you can, I don't always do it, a lot of times I don't, I assessed that I was just not feeling right. So I stepped over, and even though I had to throw through a tree, it felt more comfortable to me. So if you can, try to do that. Don't be like me where I just kind of try to push through it most of the time. I'm starting to think I should do a glyph only round out here. See how it goes. Hole 9, 190. As much as I hate to do it, let me try forehand. This is gonna be ugly because I haven't been doing it. Yeah, that pig's more flippy than I thought. So now we're getting into part of the course that's got a little more teeth. This is 320 down there and down the hill through the trees there. I think my vector can make it through the trees unscathed. Early release, and it still made it down there. This is one of those where I kind of misfired, so I have no clue where this thing ended up. It's kind of like Christmas. You come in to unwrap the presents. Is it going to be the bike under the tree, or is it going to be socks? Starting to feel like socks. Oh, never mind. Walked right by it. My focus was terrible on that one because I was thinking a bunch of inappropriate comments to that back there. So sorry about that, but hey, still winning. Can you believe they let me work at a church? What are they thinking? More I think about it, proof they believe in grace because, man, I need it. Okay, I think I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to break it up just because it's a matter of time, so it's not going to be too crazy. But the good news is I'm going to have the next half of this hopefully come out tomorrow. Because listen, I've played 6 different courses in 6 days, well, in a week. And I'm going to try to have these rolling out pretty much back to back if I can do the editing and get them out in time. So look for this next little section. I'm going to have 3 courses from Tuscaloosa, 1 brand new course in Rainsville, Alabama, and another one in Madison County, Alabama with LeVon Wolf. And so I want to try to get these out so that you can enjoy them and also get them off my plate as long as I can get the editing done. So anyway, hopefully tomorrow, the back 9 of this will show up and you'll be able to watch that. And I appreciate you coming out here and I hope to see you out on the course.